So here's the only chart pattern you're ever going to need to understand and use. If you're trading and you've done anything with technical analysis, you've probably seen all of this that you're seeing on the chart right here. There are all sorts of different things that people will tell you about. Oh, double bottom, double top, triple bottom, triple top, double top, there's 1,000 of them. And they're really, really good at making something or making someone who doesn't know what they're doing sound like you need the keys to learn all these different patterns. And that's where becoming a great trader is. It's knowing all these different names. No, that's just called retention. And sadly, in trading, it's 9 times out of 10 retention of nonsense to help to sell a course. At the end of the day, I'm going to show you something right now that is going to be very simple. And here's the best part. You will know all of these chart patterns, every single one of them, and having to retain the knowledge of just simply understanding what price is telling you, and you can skip all the stupid names. Yes, that is right. I'm going to make that happen right now, and I'll show it to you in a very, very simple way. Okay, chart patterns. We've got a couple of different types. We've got momentum patterns or continuation patterns, and we've got reversal patterns. Now, I trade continuation patterns because, when I say I trade continuation, I trade momentum. I trade trends. And I'm going to start you from the beginning, which is the reversal of a trend. The names are useless. It means nothing. At the end of the day, it's learning the structure of the market and understanding what it is telling you that helps you to know whether we're in an uptrend or a downtrend, and it's universal to any market and any time frame that you decide to use. Now, you've got these double bottoms, which most of you will be aware of, are lower lows and lower highs, i.e. a downtrend. Then we get a higher low and a higher high, i.e. an uptrend. Well, the name of the pattern means absolutely nothing. As I will continue to tell you, double top, we're in a higher high and higher low environment, i.e. we're in an uptrend. Then we change from a lower high to a lower low, therefore putting us into a downtrend. It is as simple as that. And the only bit that really matters is this point here, the point at which we go from an uptrend to a downtrend. So for an uptrend, you simply need a higher high followed by a higher low and then a higher high, all right? We need a higher low and then a higher high. That's an uptrend. End of story. Double top, triple top, booger pop, bugger biggie, I don't care what you call it. Call it a dog's breakfast because it makes no difference, okay? A higher high and a higher low is all you need for an uptrend. It doesn't mean the trend's going to keep going, but it means that it is an uptrend. And the flip side, a lower high and a lower low is all you need for a downtrend. Call it a double top. Call it a coffee latte. I don't care. Call it anything you want. It doesn't matter. The reality is, when there's a lower high and the lower low, you're in a downtrend, brother. And that's all that you need to know. It's really simple. And it's, again, like I said, for a head and shoulders, it's the same thing, guys. You've got this squiggly, diggly, biggly line. You got the shoulders and the da-da-da-da-da-da, all that. I know I'm glossing over it like I'm frustrated by it, but the bottom line is all you need is a higher high and a higher low for an uptrend. All you need is a lower high and a lower low for a downtrend. Now, let me take you to the actual market right now and show you just how simple it can be applied in a live environment. It's like, it's all good and proper learning it on a course, Craig, or learning it through your slides, but what about the real market? Here we are in the real market live right now. Here we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin is sitting around a bit of a dubious level. The old resistance, I only use horizontal levels. Old resistance became support. We had a good bounce. We came back down to that old resistance, which acted as support. Again, we had a bounce and we broke down through it. Well, when support gets broken, it can often act as resistance. We're sitting right on the button right now. And the future of Bitcoin, whether we go down into 100,000 or we push on to all-time highs, really, for the short term anyway, sits right around where we are. And I'm looking down here at I'm looking down here at the 8 and the 4. So let me show you the 4 hour here. And I want to show you something else, a reality thing, because when I talk to you about trends and the simplicity of trends, it doesn't, like I said before, just because you have an uptrend that's begun, it doesn't mean it's going to continue, all right? It doesn't mean it's a strong trend either. This is just one of the many ingredients that I use when I'm trading. It's one element. I only trade when there is a trend. So it's pretty important to know when you are in a trend. Here we have the 4 hour. We have a higher low right here at this point. And we have to break the high of this level here to be in an uptrend. Well, it's done that. It's broken the high of this candle. So does that mean that I'm looking for longs? Absolutely not. No, no. If anything, yes, this is an uptrend by definition. Is it a strong trend? No, it's weak as piss right now. There's no confirmation. There's no continuation is the word I was looking for, not confirmation. There's no continuation. I like to trade trends that have that good bouncing ball predictability to it. And we don't have that right here on Bitcoin, but we do have a higher low and a higher high. We are in an uptrend. Now, I've spoken about this on many different time frames, a couple of times on Ethereum. I think it was the 12 or the 8, and I'll show you. I did a video saying, this is exactly what we needed. We saw a higher low right here. We broke up through this level to a higher high, and look at the move that we got. This was a strong trend. This is what I call momentum. This is when we can start to look. This is the chunk that we want to be trading. We dropped down the time frames. Then we went into a lower high and a lower low, back into a downtrend. Then if you jump to the 8 hour over here, where it is much clearer, again, a higher low. But as soon as we broke into a higher high, we saw a very strong move. Simple stuff goes a long, long way. Don't overcomplicate things by throwing names all over the place. Understand trend first and foremost. Build a strategy around trend. Build a strategy around cyclicity and momentum, and you're in for a bloody good shot at doing well at this. If you want to find out more, join my free newsletter every Tuesday, snippets and bits and pieces, or go on the YouTube, The Grow Me Co. I hope this finds you well, and I hope this helps to simplify and just shrink down what you think you need to remember. Because at the end of the day, a higher high and a higher low and a lower high and a lower low is all you need to know when it comes to trend. Have a great day. Bye for now.